Okay, we are on live broadcast right now. Hello, everyone, wherever you are in the world today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back again with our daily political analysis on Nebo TV. And today I'm here in the studio with Mr. Daniel Edokolo Obakozua, all the way from the ancient city of Benin. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Hello, good evening from Nigeria.
Good afternoon from Canada. Thank you, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you very much.
So we are here today to discuss about Ondo State politics. Also, the Edo State, there's a rumor that APC is planning to take Governor Obaseki to court. Yeah, it's still a rumor though. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Hello,
I
I'm
say it's
hearing
a
you.
rumor that
I'm,
APC is planning to take Governor Obaseki to court.
well, I think I don't really know the essence of where he's going to court challenging the
Mm.
result. Some of the supporters were listing some of the items of which they believe they can reclaim, take it from Obaseki. And one of them that in Imo State, it was said that during the Supreme Court judgment
Mm.
that you cannot participate in two primaries in one election. That was also an error because the APC chairman has constantly says that they did not conduct any primaries, nor that they have. It will. I don't see any reason why they want to go to court. This is an election that has been adjudged the most credible election. The American government has also congratulated, saying the only lapses in it is that the vote buying and urging INEC, even for the first time, United States commending INEC, urging them to improve on the losses in Edo election for Ondo election. So I don't see the APC authentic chairman Aslam Ojezwa has also congratulated the governor and blamed their defeat to the leadership style of Adam Soshomole. So I don't really see any reason why they are going to court if that is true. Though we have been hearing side rumors that they are planning to work, but we cannot say until after 21 days. After 21 days, it is expected that the tribunal will bring out those cases before them before they commence trials of those cases. But for now, let's say it's an alleged rumor or alleged information that they are planning. The odds is against them. One thing I want to let APC know is that if they do, they are going to further worsen the constitution of the party, which is already in a very bad state. APC in a very bad state as it is. There's no unity among them. What they should be thinking now is how to bring that unity back to the party, settle their ribs within themselves. The ribs is still there, and unless they settle it among themselves, it will be very, very difficult for them to even win election. Even if the election is cancelled tomorrow, I don't see APC taking over the situation. And this is
What house is that? There's a noise.
It's my call.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
just
Hello.
answer the call.
Who were there? I had just my show now. Just give me 30 minutes, okay, a day. Okay. Okay. So it's going to bring further problem to the party if they do. What they should be concerned now on how to bring about unity, the division in the party being settled, and forget about the election that is a done deal for Obaseki. That is
Yeah.
my own opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see anything they are going to dispute here. There's nothing. Nothing. Because APC during the election was practicing vote buying. So if you look at it, some people were even complaining that PDP members were not offering money to voters, only the APC. So what are they going to dispute? Of which, when it comes to the corruption, illegality, was practiced by the APC during the election period. They really don't have anything to dispute in the courts. So moving forward right now, Premier Ayodele prophecy for Ondo State election. He did the same thing for Edo State election, but according to him, I'm going to read this short article. According to him, he said in Ondo, Akérèdọ́lù must be very careful because the people in whom he believes so much are the same set of people that will sell him out. Akérèdọ́lù has every tendency to win the governorship election and retain the position, but if he sleeps too much, those people he so much counts on will sell him out. Okay, will sell him out as how? This
Well,
prophecy.
the issue is that Primate Ayodele
Mm,
has now become a very popular primate. You know when you become popular when your prophecy comes true?
so true,
Don't
yes.
forget, he was the one who prophesied in Edo State
Mm,
that only when the election is ring is going to produce a Zayam
mm,
if the election is ring. Now that the election was unable to be ringed by APC, it went to Obaseki. So he here again is prophesizing for Ondo election. Well, though I do not. Well, I'm as a Christian, I should believe in prophecy because it's part of Christianity. I don't believe it's far from the truth
yeah, even
because
I don't want to
it's
cut
not
you.
far from the truth. Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Daniel, I will allow you to elaborate.
I don't.
Let me
I
quickly
don't believe. Okay.
let me quickly read one a sentence here, then you can go ahead and elaborate on it. Okay. In Edo State, Oshomole has dug his political grave. Oshomole has no business fighting Obaseki's re-election. He could have disciplined the governor in another form. Only manipulation will take Obaseki out of power. Okay, you see, that is what he said, and it's truth.
Yes.
Everything came
Yes.
to reality. Yes, I think it's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And now that
Mm,
United States has now they are now showing more interest in the Nigerian election. You know, their statement was that they should cover up the losses that happened in Edo for Ondo. I'm saying that if you ask me, the prophet is not far from the truth because it seems that his deputy is more popular than him. You need to see the flag up of the deputy at Oyo or
mm,
War
oh,
in
yeah. Mm,
Ondo State.
Ondo,
It
yeah.
was marvelous, and I believe PDP is not also a pushover in Ondo. Don't forget that some of the actors who decamped when they were leaving Akerodu said
Mm,
that election was not won by him, it was won by PDP, that they ringed it. Now that INEC is closing every form of ringing,
mm,
where election results are announced on the polling centers sent to situation room of the INEC. So it has removed anybody. I think everybody should learn from Edo election as to work and not to plan ringing. You understand? If INEC is being given credit for what they did in Edo, I see them wanting to do more so that they get more credit. Don't forget that America is so interested that those who are involved in rigging are now being banned, getting visa banned from entering their country. And UK has also announced that they will copy the American style. And these are politicians that always they make abroad their second home, so they will not want to
mm,
fall victim of it. So let's see So the prophet might not be far from the truth. He has to watch it. Uh, Yesterday, they said there was a crisis because Akeredolu is feel not safe, doing everything to ensure that the deputy leaves the office. The House of Assembly, who has the authority to have done that, to impeach him, did not take side with you. You set up a committee, and the judge said it is not it's not it does not carry weight that will remove him from office. So
Mm.
why not leave him, concentrate on your governorship, while he, the deputy, concentrate on his deputyship, so that he is campaigning, you are campaigning, and both. If anything, if they continue clashing because they will land at Zenith Labour Party, of which the deputy is a candidate, and APC, they are always clashing. They are also giving room for PDP. PDP is not a pushover in Ondo. You understand? It's not a pushover at all.
Mm.
So if both of them lose out, I see a situation where a winner will be announced for PDP
But
if election is free and fair. So he has warned him to be very careful. I know his supporters, because the Zenith Labour Party yesterday complained of APC destroying their billboards, even showing pictures of them, his supporters destroying their billboard. So he should take it calm. He should call his supporters, concentrate, forget about the idea of. We know Buhari loves him very well. The idea of federal might, because that was what APC in Edo was banking on. And when the federal might failed, they decided to resort on vote buying, which did not. Why the people? Because the people had determined to push them aside in the election. So he should concentrate on campaigning, telling the people what he has done, what he intends to do, like Obaseki, or else he might just be slip off his hand,
yes,
according to the prophet.
yeah. I think from now on, Nigerian politicians should try as much as possible to be impressing the masses, because with what happened in Edo State, you saw the way the masses stood beside the governor. So if you don't impress the masses, chances are they're going to take you out of the office. God,
And another thing,
whereby
sorry,
mm,
another thing is it's also a big challenge for him. Now that everybody is now shouting Edo is not Lagos,
mm,
Ondo has also brought out
all those,
T-shirt, Ondo is not Lagos. And Lagos are shouting that they are going to destroy Godfatherism, which is against Tinubu. Being Tinubu was the one who flagged up Akeredolu's campaign, and he knows that within the sector there is now an enemy to them.
mm,
So he will have to be very careful. Being a Tinubu ally, so if you listen to the prophet prediction,
mm.
I see I joined he might be losing it.
Exactly, exactly, Mr. Daniel. Just like what happened to Yamo, that because of Oshomole, many those citizens rejected him. The same thing probably will happen to Akeredolu if you don't stay away from Tinubu. You understand? I think the president himself would never support any candidate that is under the Tinubu kind of leadership. You understand? He won't support that, Mr. Daniel.
It's like this is not a matter of the president.
It
You
is
know, we
not-
have always emphasized on this Tinubu thing.
mm,
The North, most northern elites, the leaders of the North,
mm,
do not buy this Tinubu presidency.
mm,
The weight Obaseki got
mm,
was even from them. You can see the caretaker national chairman
mm,
has congratulated him on the victory. So they are not in support of Tinubu's presidency. Tinubu is not using that, applying any wisdom at all. Even some of his supporters are also always on Facebook preaching the presidency. Why not wait a bit and assess the situation? Because If Akeredolu is we align with Tinubu, he's going to pay seriously for it in the election because they
Exactly.
are out to pull him down
Mm,
in popularity. And now Edo people do not even want to see Tinubu around them.
mm,
That is it.
mm,
Should he should even if APC gives him the presidential candidacy,
mm.
what of the PDP? The PDP in Nigeria is never a pushover
Yes.
as their running mate. They decide to pick Atiku as their running mate, then
As
he's in trouble.
what are
No, as a
as the
candidate,
candidates?
presidential candidate
Candidates.
of PDP, yes.
Mm, mm.
Picked PDP picked Atiku as a presidential candidate, or you understand? Do does he think he has stand any chance with Atiku? The North will rally around against even APC. He will have problem with APC North.
That's
So
yeah.
the
Even
idea,
APC Southwest, even the APC in Southwest, some
like
young
like
people.
us in Edo, Tinubu is nothing to us because of his comment before the election of Obaseki. So all of us don't want to hear anything Tinubu. Even APC Tinubu will not APC Edo will never vote for Tinubu. So you can see
Yes.
that it is going to affect. I see Akeredolu losing, irrespective of what the prophet has said, losing on that ground further to disgrace
Tinubu.
Tinubu.
Hmm.
You see what the disgrace the Edo gave to
Shomole.
Oshomole
Hmm.
because of Tinubu,
Tinubu.
because he is aligned with Tinubu on the presidency. So these are the kind of politics, high level politics you see being played in Nigeria. So the prophet might be right that those who he thinks he trusts might just be betraying him at the last minute. And when he start clashing with his deputy on issues that are not relevant, well, leave him alone. He's the deputy governor. Let him be. Since the House of Assembly did not impeach him, they said they could not see any reason why they should impeach him. Let him continue his deputy governorship while you continue your own and campaign. Or else when you keep on clashing, I see PDP is not a pushover in Ondo.
Hmm.
So when the PDP campaign, mega campaign, I see all certain governors of the who are now PDP supporting their own because Ondo is very close to the south, you know.
Hmm.
So I see them coming in large numbers to support their own Jegede on this. So yeah, I might just be aligning myself with the prophet.
Yeah. Mr. Daniel, the deputy, they come to PDP or which other platform? I
No,
don't.
initially he decamped to PDP when during the primaries he lost out to Jegede, Professor Jegede.
Oh,
So he now left the party and went to Zenith Labour Party, where he got the
ticket.
ticket to
Hmm.
run. So he's running under Zenith Labour Party, which have a former governor of that state as one of the founder, Governor Mimiko of
Okay.
Ondo State. Yes.
So the platform is strong enough
Mm.
to compete with APC in the states. APC
Yeah,
and
it's not is what is happening in Nigeria is not party. It is his supporters.
yeah,
It is
yes.
the supporters.
With what happened
The
in
party
Edo.
may not be relevant. That is why I keep saying Mimiko. There was PDP. There was a clash, a serious clash then in PDP in Ondo State. Mimiko left the party and went to Labour and won the governorship under Labour.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
understand? It's not the party, it's the supporters. When the deputy governor left APC, majority of those appointees
Hmm.
working for the Ondo State resigned to align themselves with him. So he's
Really?
the supporter. Yes,
Just like what
he's the
happened in
supporter.
Edo State.
Yeah, yeah, no, those states. When we talk of appointment, those who have worked in those states is leaders are bring the. That was why in those states we have always emphasized on it that it is not those who actually supported the leaders by selection, bring this, bring that. So those ones were not having weight as such than those who actually worked. So many of them left, resigned to align themselves with the deputy governor. And you need to see he flagged up his campaign in Owo, and you need to see the crowd there. So
Mm,
let's see how it goes. Yes. And when both of them are clashing, I see it for a victory for PDP. Because PDP remain resolute and determined. And coupled with the fact of this Tinubu presidency, which he doesn't want to drop.
mm. Okay, if there is any clash between
Mm,
the APC
mm.
and the Zenith Party,
Zenith Labour Party.
Zenith Labour Party, which the deputy is
Mm,
the candidate, so it will give room to PDP to strive, right?
yes.
Depend on the candidate though. But you said the deputy is very popular in the Ondo state, right?
Yes, it's very,
A
he
free
is.
and fair election, just like the one they just conducted in the Edo state. Under the free and fair election, I think the deputy might win the election.
So let's see how it goes. We
If it's
intend to
possible,
see and how to we'll monitor it anyway to see how it goes. I see INEC in a very high state now. This is the first time that they are commending them internationally. United States government has commended them on the election of Edo for
mm,
their credible election, and complained of the vote buying,
fine, yeah.
and I asked them to improve on it in Ondo election. So I
Yes,
see a very energized INEC to even
mm,
do more, coupled with the crisis within APC. You know,
mm.
that
The
is
vote
just it.
buying, the vote buying in Edo state election was really obvious, honestly, Mr. Daniel. You know, the reason why Governor Obaseki was able to win the election is because the gap was really high between APC and PDP. I wish it was close before the election. Honestly, these people would have buy vote and won the election, the APC. So,
I won't agree with you on that. I won't. A lot of people collected their money and voted their conscience. I
but I'm
must
telling
tell you.
you, I know, Mr. Daniel,
Though
beside
a
that,
lot of
now
people
the
will also
gap
collect money
was,
and vote because they collected money,
mhm,
yes, but a lot of people voted
yeah, after collecting
according
money.
to their conscience after collecting the money.
Mhm.
So I would tell you, most of those in the agent of the APC regretted even sharing the money because they now discovered that I can remember in one polling center in Ego,
Mm.
where after sharing the money, they discover that there's no way when you are putting in the ballot box, is very transparent. There's no way you will not see one falling and seeing the other side of who they voted for, to see that even with the sharing of the money, PDP was winning massively. So it really, the only prayer we also pray, let us also continue to put Ondo in prayers so that they will also vote their conscience. No matter the money they want to share, let them share it and collect
Yes,
and vote their conscience. If they
conscience.
do like Edo, but Edo has given them a spirit that I see, just like one my good friend and elder brother Femi was telling one of them, do you have the energy to do what Edo did? You know, when they were now writing they are now started printing t-shirt that Ondo is not Lagos.
Yes,
Ondo not be Lagos. So we are now saying, can they do what we did? So, but they can do what we did. They can do what we did if they
yes, they
are
can do the same.
determined. Yes, if
Yes,
they are determined to vote their conscience.
conscience. Yeah. Like what we said prior to the election, that Edo State election is going to shape democracy in Nigeria. Some people will say, no, it's going to be bad. But you can say now that people are following the footsteps of the
Yes.
Edo election right now. Yeah, and everything, according to what Wike said, that in order to have credible election in Nigeria lies in the hands of police officers, security operatives, and INEC, honestly. Police, if they are there to really provide security, you know, to ensure that they are impartial, and INEC to be impartial as well. I think we won't have problem in Nigeria anymore. We won't have problem because democracy starts from election. If people are not elected based on merit in the country, which means we don't have democracy based on popular vote, I mean, based on popular vote, which means we don't have democracy. Gone are those days whereby politicians during election period, they don't even care to campaign. They believe that they can bribe INEC and win the election. Sorry, if you don't impress the masses right now, you cannot win election anymore in Nigeria, which is very good. We are moving forward. If INEC continue to maintain that integrity, free and fair election in Nigeria, then it's a pass mark. At least we know that we are moving forward a little bit in terms of achieving democracy in Nigeria. Awesome. We are looking forward to see the result of this Ondo State is the next one right now. All eyes on Ondo State. Yes, all eyes. Let's see if APC. APC, I think right now, if the president is not supporting Tinubu, I think it's going to weaken the power of Akeredolu. You understand? It's going to weaken just like what happened in those state that Anderson Shomole, like what I always say, that he was a bad market to say Yamu. Truly, it reflects in the election and everything. So the same thing is going to play out in all those states as well. Yeah. Mr. Daniel, if you are busy, let's end this and then we'll come back tomorrow, Abi.
Okay, I think we'll come back tomorrow.
Yes, we'll come back. Hey, I saw somebody. I saw somebody. Hey.
They are just entering.
I just come here. Say hi to her. Say hi to her. Okay, then. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll come back.
Okay.